They fought for what they believed in, and a lot of times, man, I'll just record me. A lot of times, what they do is, okay, because I've spoken to a lot of veterans.
All right, well, let me ask you some questions then.
Okay.
We recording right now?
We're recording right now.
All right, so what do you think about the situation going on in America?
The situation going on in America is runaway capitalism.
Runaway capitalism. So do you believe we should go to socialism?
Hell no. I do not believe in socialism, but I think that we should take a notation that existed about 100 years ago where things like big business,
right,
there was control over it, and they mandated it. The taxes were directed more towards them, and those who are of business and big business like that.
Right.
They also focused on things like the labor unions and things. All that came about 100 years ago. You get what I'm trying to say? Things like antitrust laws, things like that would keep and mandate and control big business. Now, see, we don't have big business. We have mega business, you know, where businesses are competing amongst themselves. Like you take Compaq, for example, and Hewlett-Packard in the computer industry, right? They're the same company.
Right.
And that's the way all of them are. You got AOL, Time Warner, they're all one. They're just megalithic monster corporations that there's absolutely no control over. And then we turn around and then you want to look at the banks, for example. The banks, you know, our tax-paying money, our money went into that, man. And what
so basically what you're saying is
bail them out.
Our U.S. government no longer controls the United States of America.
I believe that.
So basically what you're saying is the United States of America
at least
are controlled by businessmen.
Right.
And these businessmen are making a monopoly on how the economy, how society is ruled and worked.
Right. Well, see, that's just it. That's just it. The American people have been asleep at the wheel, man. You know, they've gotten too caught up in and everything. Like, well, nowadays it's football, it's the music, everything that they're doing besides being a part of the government. See, our government was designed for the people to interact, and if the people don't interact and take control of the government, who else will?
The government take care of itself.
Ain't gonna take care of itself.
The businessmen take care of the government.
Well, yeah, and who do you think the government's taking care of?
The businessmen.
That's right, not the people.
And they're taking care of each other.
That's right. Are they taking care of us? Do you really think they're taking care of us?
No.
Exactly.
Because bills are steady rising, and minimum wage is only $7.25.
Right. Exactly right. And that's what these people are protesting. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get their message across. This ain't going to change nothing. You see what I'm saying? It may not change anything, but it's most likely not going to change anything. But it's telling that what these protesters are doing are telling our government and telling Wall Street and big business that we're not for sale. And that's the message. This is the first step, because that's what it's all about.
But the people have to realize that they already been bought. So it's not the matter or the fact that the people are not for sale. The big business look at the people as if y'all already bought. It's too late.
People aren't for sale, though. They shouldn't have been bought in the first place.
But like you said, it's the people's fault for being asleep.
That's right.
So now that the people are waking up, and this monster has created itself, how do you destroy this monster?
Well, first of all, it takes the people to wake up, which they're doing, and take back control of their government. We elect these people. We don't elect nobles. We don't elect kings. Okay? Right. It's one thing to support our government as far as, be respectful to the president.
So let me ask you
it's another thing when you're kissing his ass.
Let me ask you
because he works for us.
Can I ask you a question?
What? In Congress.
Do you think it's time for the people of America to start a revolution?
Yes and no. Hopefully not without. Hopefully it won't come to combat. But as far as a revolution of minds, yes. To be honest with you, man, I look up to things like the civil rights movement. Yes, there was some violence, especially a lot of atrocities towards black men in general. You get what I'm saying? But people like Martin Luther King, people going out there, they're sitting on the bus, they're doing all the things that they were doing, having to do. They got it to move forward, even against the oppression, and they made it happen. I mean,
Right.
granted, there are still some problems, man, because you still got prejudice in America.
Right.
Okay, especially amongst the police. But the police ain't regarding color anymore. They'll beat the fuck out of anybody for any reason, and they'll get away with it. And that's another problem. And that's what's going on in Wall Street, man. I can show you countless videos of these people they're being beaten, and they're using chemical weapons against them. What the hell, man? Isn't that what we were supporting Libya is because supposedly Libya was not allowing them to protest, Gaddafi? Because that was their right as human beings? Well, what are the police doing over there in New York?
The same thing that they're doing in Libya.
That's right.
People, we need to wake up. People, we need to stand up. People, we need to come together and let this government know we are not going to take this anymore.
That's it. You said it. Peace.